Hello and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, in sunny Portugal, just down the coast from where the Ironman was. Very nice. And yes, we have been enjoying the first few days of off-season. Today is Wednesday, obviously the race was on Sunday, and so I just had a few days to sort of take it all in, enjoy the sun, learn how to bodyboard, still learning, work in progress. But yeah, and then also just give you guys a rundown. So strap in.
You're a what?
A half Ironman.
Yeah. My top half is Ironman.
This is not mixed well.
We are half Ironmen.
Half Ironmen. And women.
And women.
Woman.
Woman. And it always like woman. Isn't that something that I am a woman? No, you know the song.
That song, the Dua Lipa?
Yeah.
Doja Cat.
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds-
Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, you're doing really good pace. Keep going.
So generally it was just a massive improvement in terms of just all I wanted was to, and I said in my other video after Nice, was just want to turn up and feel like we got an average representation of where I'm at in training. It's been a really hard few weeks into Ironman Portugal, or Ironman 70.3 Portugal, like I say, definitely not a full, because my hip's been playing up and I've only been able to run 8k max, like sessions, and the main sort of took a week off in the middle after I had to have a cortisone injection into my hip. So it's been pretty touch and go, and I really didn't know what was going to happen. So it's nice to sort of, from the go, I knew it was going to be a good day in terms of my body and my mind had turned up. And yeah, I just want to talk you guys through it. So start with the swim. I was first in the water, never happened. Shows that I'm more of a land athlete than water athlete. But yeah, I sort of got myself a bit stuck there once I'd sort of got on the feet of the group I needed to be. I sort of got boxed out and then I missed a sort of break into that group. So I just ended up swimming with this girl. Slightly better sighting than Nice because we could actually see, which is great. And I felt good in the water, but I feel like I could have gone a bit faster in terms of if I just made that break. Like I was swimming at exactly what I needed to, but I feel like if I'd been in that group, I could have possibly stayed with them. We'll see. Good, better to sort of good start for the off season, and goals for next year is really make sure we make that group. Like I was pretty much in the main chase group, leading that out of the water, but obviously I want to make sure I can get in that lead pack. And then onto the bike, my power meter wasn't working at all, and it wasn't pairing from the start. Like I tried in transition in T1 when we were setting everything up, and obviously as soon as I got on the bike I tried to repair everything, but nothing worked. So I just went on feel, and actually mentally I really enjoyed that in terms of I just rode, no one came past me, I was sort of slowly catching the girl in front, didn't quite catch her because every time an age grouper came past her, she jumped on the wheel. Not okay. But that's a different story. So I just rode to feel like, I don't know, possibly I should have been pushing harder, possibly, I don't know. But I just felt okay, and I just sort of gave what I knew I could give, knowing that I had a half marathon in an unconditioned running body that I had to do, and I knew it wasn't going to be a hard half Ironman. I think the biggest plus for me on the bike was we cracked the nutrition. I worked out literally the day before why I had bonked at Nice was because I actually had bonked. The bottom the front bottle, which I only really use in racing or prep sets, has been leaking really badly, and so I must have lost about almost an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of nutrition. Not okay. Would explain why I did actually bonk, not feel like I bonked in the last 5k, and the whole run was a load of shit. But yeah, at least we found that out the day before, and we really corrected that. Like, I changed completely my nutrition. In the bottle was hydration only and BCAAs, and then on the bike I'd use just beta gels, nootropics gel if you need that. It'll get you through anything. A lot of caffeine, and just cracked on. So I was really pleased with that. We worked that out and it helped. And on the run, I just had to run really. It's been a dream to be able to race the run, because I know if I can run, it's actually a strength of mine. But obviously with 8k and having to do a half IRONMAN, you can only run what you can run, and so I just ran. Had a good time. It was a really hard run. It was quite hilly, and then the second lap was super windy as well, so you had a headwind out to the 15k mark before you turn back in. And as I said, it was not an easy run, and the paces some of the girls were running, it's super impressive on that course, so respect. But yeah, pleased to get through it, pleased to sort of get round and be in one piece-ish. Like, the hip started hurting at about 8k, and at 11, I guess the 11k, the sort of the peak pain hit. One of the worst things for my hip is up and down, and then all these cobbles and shit, so that wasn't necessarily the best thing. But I thought as long as I felt good and as long as I could keep running, then I had to give myself the best shot at giving the result I could. And I pushed super hard in the last 15k. I made it my challenge. I could see Kim was ahead, a great friend from way back when we started training together and trying to do this professional dream together. Thought if I could try and just at least stay with her, maybe go past her, it would be a really good test. So I just pushed really deep and ended up going past her in the last kilometre to go, and then just kept sprinting to the finish because I thought I've got nothing to lose. So I guess that was it. Came 10th overall. As I said, like a representation of where I'm at in training right now, and just okay to feel alive on race day, not just feel like a really struggling, and just feel disappointed. Like, I generally feel like now we can take stops, sort out the hit once and for all, whether that is the operation or whatever, and really come out next year in a strong mentally and physical place, and really build on the training from this year. So now, as you can tell, it's off season, enjoying a few drinks, enjoying what I want, and just having a fun time for 2 weeks, and then we'll slowly start getting fit again, but no rush really. As I said, I've got to sort the hip out first, and let's just have some fun. So that's that. Of course, if you like what you see, make sure to give a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more, and as I said, my last video, one big aim for off season is to really sort of take you guys through it, make sure you guys feel a part of the journey again. And then obviously, if you have any questions, whatever, just hit the comments and I'll be sure to reply. Thanks all again for the support, and I'm excited for this one. I feel like if I can do that on quite average, restricted preparation, what can I do if we just get this right once and for all? So who knows? Bring it on. And for now, see you on the other side.